Sweep picking can improve the efficiency and speed of the picking hand in lead guitar playing. Hi, I'm Troy Stetina, and today we're going to learn correct sweeping technique and apply it to some licks and exercises. When playing a phrase that uses one note per string only, like a chord arpeggio, it's faster to use consecutive strokes in the same direction when moving from string to string, instead of alternating up and down strokes. This is the basic idea behind sweep picking. It's a simple concept, but it does require a lot of refinement and practice. All swept notes should sound clear, separate, and rhythmically accurate as cleanly alternated pick notes sound. Both the pick hand and fret hand will contribute to the clean execution. First, let's isolate the right hand part of the technique. This example uses the top 3 open strings, so you don't have to think about the fretting hand for now. Start by picking with a downstroke on the 3rd string. With that downstroke, let your pick follow through and come to rest against the next string, like this. That should all be one movement. Don't play a regular downstroke where your pick moves out away from the guitar, so it's not this. It should go straight over to the next string and stop there. Now, pick the 2nd string and let the pick follow through again and come to rest against the 1st string. And now, pick the 1st string. When we speed this up, the consecutively grouped downstrokes will actually become one continuous motion, where the pick moves straight from one string to the next. We'll call this a down sweep. Also, notice that the wrist doesn't rotate at all as it does with alternate picking. The pick stays at the same angle regardless of which string we're playing and regardless of the picking direction. The movement comes from extending and flexing the entire arm like this. The pick pushes through each string as it moves toward the next one. Don't let the string resistance change the posture of your hand. That way, the pick is still in the proper position when it's time to start the upsweep. Upsweeps are harder because you're working against gravity as well as the string's resistance. Pick the 1st string with an upstroke and let the pick move straight up to the bottom of the 2nd string, like this. Now pick the B string and the G string. Here's the whole exercise up to speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. And faster. When sweep picking, the fretting hand must make sure that only one tone at a time is produced by releasing and damping the previous note and fretting the next one only when it should sound. We'll apply that to this little B-flat major sweeping lick in 5th position. This one uses 4 strings. First, we have a B-flat major 7th arpeggio. You can align your 4 fingers over the frets like this, but don't let the whole thing ring out as a chord. Instead, we're only going to press each finger down at the time that note is supposed to be heard, and then gently release it as the next note is played. Take your time and pause here if you need to practice this. The descending portion of the lick uses a D minor 7 arpeggio. Your wrist should still be in an upright position after the previous down sweep. Now, we start the upsweep using the same left hand damping technique. First, pick C on fret 8, then F on the 2nd string, then D on the 3rd string, and A on the 4th string. The exercise is set up so you can loop it to perfect your technique. Practicing sweeps in time with a metronome is essential in learning this advanced technique. Since sweep picking is usually done with high gain amp settings, you'll also want to incorporate some pick hand palm muting to keep it articulated. This is done by letting the side of the palm brush the strings as you pick them. Now I'll kick into distortion and we'll play that last exercise again. Notice that all the notes are muted, but the gain brings them out anyway. For consecutive notes played on the same fret, it's often necessary to use the same finger, carefully rolling the tip off one string so that the finger pad plays only the next one. Don't let the 2 notes ring together. When the movement is reversed, descending from a higher to a lower string on the same fret, you have to plan ahead, playing the higher note with the finger pad so that you can then roll it off this note and catch the lower one on the tip. Try it out slowly on an A major triad. Now extend the finger roll to 3 strings with an A minor triad. Most players incorporate legato technique within their sweeping licks when they want to include more than one note on a given string. That way, the basic sweeping direction of the lick can resume uninterrupted. For example, in this A minor form, based off the 5th string, the pick hand has to wait while the fret hand executes a hammer-on from the 1st to the 2nd note. You don't want to rush or get the hands out of sync here. On a 5th string A major form, for example, it'll look like this. The 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers may have to use that rolling technique in both directions at some point. This contributes to the difficulty, but it's part of the whole sweeping deal. Now for our final example, we'll take this 5th string form and sweep through the A minor, G major, F major, and E major chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, slow. If you want to learn sweep picking, I can't stress enough the importance of practicing with a metronome, keeping it clean and accurate as you build up your speed. After a few months, the results will be awesome.